See,
I think also all these questions that we have, all these questions, is this where we start our part 2?
I'm going to do one thing first. I know with my time limit I'm getting close, but the one thing first, I'll just say why and just start digging in like at a glance of why, and then part 2 will be all the details about the why.
Yes.
Okay. So,
sounds good.
Why?
Oh, okay. Because money's not involved here, you know? It's not at all, y'all.
Not at all about money.
It's not like we just did a Cliff Notes.
Yeah, it's well, shit. All the people that were like that, and then people were like, no way, why would you do that for that? She was well off. She was possibly one of, she would be an heir to it. Like, why would a nice Christian Sunday school teacher do something like that for money? But that's...
You're like, but...
That's a big,
Zoom in on B's face, but...
That was a big part of it.
She had googly eyes about it.
Yeah, that was... Oh man, freaked out about money, freaked out about not having the resources.
The power and the control too.
Yeah, the power
and control to do what she wants. Yeah, I can't do.
I can't, and then this is
it's kind of a soul.
Yeah, well no, like literally I want people, like this is what it looks like when people are in their last resting place position and they're laying there RIP style. Whatever you're
funny, right? I know we're not I'm not laughing at anyone that passes. I'm laughing at ridiculousness.
Laughing at the ridiculousness of censorship that I can't say the word DEAD is what this person looks like as they're laying there.
Yeah, and with the Wheel of Fortune, but in reverse. Ooh, so that we got some nasty, mean-spirited, ugly karma seeds.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, so yeah, the thing is, the simplistic view is that money did have a big part of this, and that her worry of not having enough resources had a big part of this, but it looks like that's a very surface level way of looking at this.
Yes.
That there was more internal angst and feelings around that.
Because obviously when you've got this 9 of Swords and it's something that's over this. Yes, this is obviously the RIP, because you've got a soldier that's like literally laying on it. So, but I still see again, if you're looking down, it does feel like brooding. It feels like sulking. It feels like ruminating. You know what I mean? So this is something that it wasn't just, I need more of this. I need more moolah. It does feel like there's money in here. There's control that's here. There's brooding and ruminating over something. And this, with this being a bedroom and this being, also a place of laying down, like all of that to me already makes me feel a little bit sus when we were talking about the inappropriateness in the home. And that's why I wanted to go dig.
Yeah, so this is a lot. This is a lot.
And you have your private reading that you now have to run off to. This keeps spinning. It's going to drive me nuts. But yes, okay, so the other things that we're going to look into while in your absence, but you shall still see, is we already have the groundwork laid to the whys. And we're going to start digging into what was she thinking, what was she feeling, what was the perspective of her mom, her dad, and then the sister and how she's playing into this. And we're going to start digging about that.
Yep.
So, good. We have fun.
Yep.
We've played with you.
Yep.
You can exit stage, right?
And if you wanted to dig into any of the macabre, you would be allowed to do this on your side. So.
Oh yeah. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah. So
it's about to get trashy.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
It's finna get trashy, y'all.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. Bye, y'all. Love you, me. Bye for me. She's staying here. She's still doing it. Bye for me. Leave me.
Let me move this thing out of the way. Okay, lovely YouTube peoples. We have spliced this. She has made her exit. B has made her exit. And now, boom, I'm here by myself. And of course, it's about to get ratchet ridiculous. Let's go ahead and get resuited again. Vagina crystals are placed. Connection to God restored. Okay, so as B was saying right before she walked out of here, we just did the 6-card spread. I'm talking as if it's been like ages since y'all saw the spread, when y'all just saw it a couple seconds ago and y'all like, girl, you don't even have to get us like up to speed. We're up to speed. Just go. Okay. So I'm so sorry because there has been some time that has passed for me. So it's okay. So we already know that the why is could be like money based. I think it's based a bit in control as well. So what was she thinking? I want to go ahead and get cards explicitly about like her perspective. What was she thinking? So I want to get 3 cards out. Oh my gosh, that card came out again. The 9 of Swords came out again. The Judgment came out again. Oh my God. Okay. So we have the Strength card upright. We have the 9 of Swords, and we have Judgment card upright. Okay. So what was Lizzie Borden thinking? What was she thinking? First of all, she was thinking about something where it feels like, one, I have to do something here that puts me in the strength position, okay? This is a power maneuver. This is a power card, right? This is all about trying to position yourself. You are trying to position yourself higher than the beast. So I see her as feeling like she's going to have to try and tame the beast. There could have been. It does make me consider that some inappropriate shit went down in that house between her and her, whether it's her father or her stepmother. I do think that there was some inappropriateness there, because here we have a young maiden trying to tame the beast. What does the beast do? The beast bites, the beast, attacks. This is something, again, the second time where this card comes up, and literally what we're seeing on here is someone in a bed that is upset. Now, of course, it is a monument to the gods of speculation. Emily D. Baker reference. Where you're seeing strength and taming a beast which is a dangerous thing that you don't want to tango with, and a bed. So, again, this could be complete horseshit, because interpretations are wildly up to the beholder. So take this with several bags of salt, but I think it is possible that there could have been even sexual inappropriateness, sexual abuses occurring here because of these 2 cards. Now, what was she thinking? Look at this. Again, this Judgment card, now it came out reversed before when B was here. It came out reversed, and that is like deader than dead, dead and gone, because here we have corpses that are literally coming out of their coffins. And to me, this feels like I need a second chance at life. This to me feels like I am dead inside. I am dying. I am losing this fight to the beast. So I need to do something that is strong. I need to do some kind of a power play here that can end my suffering, whether that be sexual abuse suffering or just mental suffering. It could just be anxieties and insecurities and, not getting what you want. A second lease on life, That's what I'm seeing. Here we've got this thing. This feels like, I know that this flag is not like the, what is it? Like the blood drive. Why am I fucking blanking on... I blanked on the word motive, and I'm blanking again here. Man, today is one of these days that brain farts are like, raw. But you know what I mean? Like, it just feels like this new lease on life, where it's like, okay, I'm trying to revamp here, new lifeblood, trying to get out of my circumstances here so that I can actually live, so that I'm not the walking fucking dead, right? That's what I feel like for her. So that, to me, that's what she's thinking. So what is she feeling, though? Because thinking and feeling are 2 different monsters, right? Not that they're monsters, but it is. It's 2 different things. So what was she thinking? What was she feeling? Thinking and feeling, thinking and feeling. Right. We're trying to shuffle good, so the same cards aren't coming out all the time. All right, what was Lizzie Borden feeling, though? What was in her feelings? 3 cards for what was in her feelings. All right, I need to flip it. I already felt that. 3 cards for what's in her feelings. let us know. I'm really curious about what she was feeling. Whoa. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I actually got 4 cards that I saw. I didn't see this one, so. All right, 4 cards of what she's feeling. So, we have the King of Wands in the reverse, obviously. We got our 7 of Swords in the reverse. This 4 of Cups in the reverse came out again, but this, you know, we already talked about, like, intruder alert. It wasn't, we don't feel like it was an intruder. This was my motive card where I got fucking stuck on it, right? And then our Knight of Swords upright. So when I see this, like, what is she actually feeling? This is the only emotive card here, okay? First of all, I want to make a note of that, where, you know, you try to think, you know, is this a crime of passion? Because both of these people, first of all, to kill your father and your stepmother, that's already not a far distance. It's not like a stranger that you have no feeling for. This is family, okay? And then to bludgeon them with a hatchet, breaking their skulls to where they are bloody pulps on the sitting couch and upstairs on the floor of the guest bedroom. This is not some little, like, I poisoned them. You know, like, this is direct, up close and personal, hand-to-hand combat kind of a murder, right? Yes. It's vicious. And it wasn't just, like, one clip where it's like, okay, knock them out, they'll bleed out, they'll die, wash my hands of it, bounce. No, this was whack, 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 whack. It wasn't like the nursing rhyme, the kids rhyme where it was like 40. No, but I think it was at least like 10 to 15 or something like that. It was several, right? Several, which indicates a bit more of a crime of passion. So you would think, you know, there would be a lot more emotions here in the feeling scape, but I'm not seeing that. I am seeing passion. And I don't know, I could Google, but I'm not even going to bother because I do feel like this is her father. Sorry. So I don't know if her father was a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, but I feel like this is her father because this is the person who is like, you know, I'm at the top here, the king, you know, I'm the big honcho, I'm the dude on the block here, right? And you've got this person in the reverse. In the reverse, this card means this is a man who comes across very stern, right? Very restrictive, very headstrong, very my way or the highway. Think of somebody who is super passionate and super like larger than life energy, but corrupted, right? That gets ugly really fucking fast. It trends towards the narcissistic. I'm not saying that her dad was a narcissist. I'm not going off of that, but I am saying that this would be a person who is very stern, very rigid, very militant, very clear cut about their boundaries of what they will tolerate, what they won't tolerate, what we do here, and what we fucking don't do here, right? So very, very, very kind of structured like that. That's this kind of a person. And I see that she would not be vibing with this at all. This is feeling like, yeah, there's some shadiness that comes along with this, but honestly, to me, this doesn't feel like she's trying to be a thief and she's trying not to take what's hers. You know, this is thieving and taking what doesn't fucking belong to you. This to me feels a lot more like, let me back up the cards because I look so patchy. Oh, it's awful. It's okay. Anyway, I get hot when I do readings, right? Okay. So, but this does kind of indicate that she's feeling very, very much so, I guess, confused. Very confused or deceived about who am I, right? Who am I? What do I want in life? What can I be? You know, you can't actually grow and flourish and blossom into your own authenticity under this reign. You can't. If somebody has such a hard, controlling way about them, it's like, no, the only way I can shift that power differential into my corner is by taking care of this barrier to that. I can't be me. I can't be who I want to be, do what I want to do, you know, be my own person, bloom and grow when I am stuck under the tight restriction, the cage that this father, I feel, has kind of put her in. The only emotional card here we're seeing is this Four of Cups in reverse. Now, in the intruder kind of thing, I interpreted this as, it feels like you don't have a motive and you have it spelled out because we were talking about motives at this time. But now we're talking about feeling states. So what is her feeling state? This card, if you're interpreting it in terms of feelings, this is not wanting what people are trying to push at you. Okay? So they're telling her, it's like she's stuck in a family system where they're telling her, this is how you're supposed to feel about this, right? You're a woman. In 1890, what did I say, 2? In 1892, here you are, a female. You are in your mid-30s. You are not married. Okay, so you're getting yourself really close to old maid status. This is your lot in life. This is what you do. This is what is expected of you, right? So it's like you have to take on what we're putting in your cup. Here, I am an authority figure. I am someone that is bigger than you. I know what is best for you. Drink it. And she's like, fuck you. Fuck that. I'm not going to take orders from you anymore. You have led with this tight control that's got me all kinds of fucked up and confused. I'm wanting to do the teenage rebellious thing and break out of it because I'm just not taking this. I want to break out of it fast as Seabiscuit in the fucking deck. The Knight of Swords. This is a breakthrough, a mental breakthrough. So it can also technically be a mental breakdown. Arguably, if you're about to murder your fucking family, I wouldn't consider that an upstanding thing to do by any stretch. But this horsey was not in the reverse. So this is her wanting to very quickly shirk all of this shit. I want to be out. I want to be free. I want to be me. I'm very clear about this. I want to break out and break through. All right? Very clearly to me. So, and this is already kind of answering, some of the next things. I want to know, what is her perspective of her mom and her dad? Now, I want to see dad first because for some reason I'm feeling like that we got some more energies. Okay, dad card. Oh, the Lord says, oh, her and Papa had a fucking falling out if I ever saw one. What? Hey there. Hey, okay, so what else about dad? Oh, shiza, we're not going to take everything that's spilt. I did see this one though. We'll take that. And this one. This one came up again. We already had this when B was here, the Fool in reverse. But this is also the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is what she's feeling about her dad. They could have very well gotten into some kind of argument or had some kind of heated words. This does not necessarily mean a card of conflict. But what it does mean, like we already had that Knight of Swords that was like, I'm having a breakthrough moment. She did. She had a fucking mind blown. Oh, I shouldn't say mind blown when we're talking about people with skulls that have been exploded. Bad off color. Okay, anyway, I'm not trying to be completely irreverent to those who have passed. Y'all know I'm just an irreverent person, but I got a big heart. Sorry about it. Okay, but anyway, I do think that she's had kind of like a mind blown moment where it's like eureka. It's like, she hit a wall with it, is what it feels like with her dad, where she's like, listen, we're clashing. This is all about a foundation that was not built right, so that the whole building is falling in on itself because the foundation is flawed. What is this? The four corners of a foundation being built, but it was in the reverse. So again, it's showing that the entire foundation of her relationship with her dad was fucked up. It was flawed. It was flawed. It was something that was like, this wasn't something that was going to be sustainable. This relationship wasn't something that was ever going to lead to happy home. We are a family that's super upstanding with high status, highfalutin. It was never going to be that. Like, obviously, he would be trying to push that. He would be wanting it to be that. But we couldn't. That's a facade. We can't do that. This is feeling like it would be very foolish. It would be very foolish to try and pretend to be happy home, happy life when that's not what's going on. It's foolish. And this feels like, I'm ill-equipped to continue in the route that you're trying to put me in. Again, I can't do it. I can't be it. I can't jump into the way that you want me to be. But this, to me, it looks like they probably had some sort of, I still feel like conflict with this. I do. There feels like there was a conflict that was very fundamental to them. And there's something about it that I think she might have thought that he was foolish, or her. He thought that she was a foolish, like, it's like, listen, I know you're a 34-year-old woman, but you're a fucking fool. Like, you know, what, women are supposed to be behind the stove, whatever it was, you know, misogyny and such, you know, back 1892, right? Could have been gender roles like that. Or she thought he was foolish, where she's like, listen, you know, you're living inside of a box, and I think that you're fucking wrong about it, because I can do so much more than that. So it doesn't look like she has a very high opinion of him. Now, okay, I'm gonna dig just a little bit more. I want to know a little bit more about these duos right here. Give me a third card just on top of, whoa. Wow, it came out again. Oh my God, y'all can see this, right? The strength card, the beast. She sees him as the beast, period. Her perspective of her father, like I said, I thought it felt like the beast, and she's over here wrought with anxiety in the bed, the beast. Now, in what way is he a beast? I want to know. In what way is she interpreting him to be the beast? Okay. Okay, in what way is he the beast? We've got the Queen of Swords here, and we got the Sun in reverse. Now, there's a couple of ways this can go, but I'm just going to tell you the way that I think, okay? Because I'm reading the cards, so it's my rules. I think this Queen of Swords is her stepmother, and I don't think her and her stepmother get along, because this card, especially in the reverse, in the tarot, this is the bitch. She's the bitch of the tarot. So here is somebody where it's coming in. It's like, this is, you know, a very stern woman who probably matches that same energy that dad has, where it's like, you know, he is a beast because here he's brought this woman into her life. She's having to now deal with this woman that I don't think that they get along, right? I think that they clash heads in a lot of different ways, because this stepmother is like, no, I'm with your father. This is how we do things. Victorian ways, this is it, you know, and it's very clear cut. There, you know, boundaries, lines, you do not cross. And she's like, this one fucking bothers me, man, because the sun, what is on the sun card? What is that? It's a fucking child. So in the reverse, again, we're seeing the child energy come up. Now, yes, even though she's 34 years old, she is still the child, the offspring of father. But I do feel like, why does she see that he's the beast, and why is there an issues with home? I do think that there could have been inappropriateness in her childhood. Now, inappropriateness doesn't necessarily mean like touching and all this other kind of shit. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But I mean, we also know that in the late 1800s, if we saw what the family system looked like then and we judged it by today's psychological standards, we might be like, what? You in the emotional dark ages? What the fuck was that? So it could be something as simple and generic as that. Let's see. What happened? What is this child energy about? This sun child energy about? Then this is also about hidden secrets. Hidden secrets that are not being exposed. This people trying to keep secrets. Because this is exposing it to the light. The light is on all of it. It is shining brightly. This is not. This is we're trying to keep something hidden, right? So tell me a little bit more about the sun. Like, what's being hidden? What about the kids? What about that? Ooh, okay. We got the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Now, in this to me feels like, it's like I have been on this hamster wheel so many times of abuse. Look, I have been so abused. Will it focus? Y'all know what this card looks like. I have been so abused and battle torn here. Look at this person. They are not looking well. That in the reverse sometimes, especially when I'm asking questions to clarify something that could potentially be abusive, this is someone who's like, I've snapped. I'm on snap. I can't take not one more blow, whether it's a physical blow, an emotional blow, a spiritual blow, whatever the blow is. I can't take any more of that. And so I'm thinking that even from childhood, early ages, that she could have almost found herself almost like the poster boy of like, or the scapegoat of the family abuse. You know what I mean? She could have found herself kind of in that position where she was, whether her perspective does not equal reality. reality, right? So just because she thinks it or feels it does not mean that that's actually how it is. So she could have felt like, I'm the scapegoat. Why am I the one that's always getting the shit into the stick here? I'm tired. I won't take it anymore. Like, and this can also breed about a little bit of a sense of paranoia, honestly. You know, like, well, what about me? What about mine? What about this? What about that? Are you trying to do this or trying to do that? Like, this isn't fair. This isn't right. Yeah. Like, all of that kind of energy is part of this. So, okay, so we asked about dad, but technically mom came up in that. But I want to see still yet. Is there any other word, though, that we have about stepmom? I want to see any other messages that we might have about her perception, her perspective about stepmom. Oh, shiza. Did you see that? It's 52 card pickup up in this bitch. Okay, right? All right, so let's see here. Perspective of mom. Oh, okay. We got this card, the 8, which is the 8 of Swords in reverse. I want 3 cards for her perspective about mom. All right, there they are. Oh, okay. So we got that 8 of Swords in reverse. We've got the 6 of Swords in reverse, and we've got the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So her perspective about mom is, I think that or stepmom, whatever. I think this is largely a mental issue that she has with her stepmother, because I feel like, again, her stepmother, it feels like that she's being bred with some kind of entrapment that she's trying to break away from, right? She's trying to get out of the tiny little box of acceptability that mom has set out for her, because stepmom was Queen of Swords, and we're seeing 2 swords here. So we're keeping stepmom is all about this mindfuck mental energy, right? She's like, listen, I'm not housewife material like you. I'm not gonna be that. I don't want to be that. I want to be rubbing titties with the elites. I want it to be nipple on nipple right here in New York. I don't need all this bullshit. I'm not making beds for, brother-in-law John Moss. I'm not going to be fucking doing that. It's like she wants to move on from that. I want to get out of this tiny provincial box, these gender roles that you're trying to push on me, and I want to get out and get into a bigger, larger world. I'm stuck. Y'all are making me stuck, but I want to go out. Look, Venice, take me away, gondola. I want to be out, right? And also, it's like, I'm tired of juggling. I'm tired of juggling this shit, and especially with finances, this can be, again, financially driven. We already saw where there were some parts of it that are financially driven. I think that she feels like that the money that dad has, because dad is a wealthy man, we already talked about it, multimillionaire. The dad that he had, the money that he has, he is juggling now between, himself and stepmom. And I think there was something that came up in here about why would she do this? And money was a question, right? Money. And so I think she takes issue with mom. Mom, you are splitting the money. Money that could have been going to me is no longer going to me, because it's being split to you and your side of the family, because stepmom had her own fucking family. This was the Brady Bunch, right? She had her own kids by another person, right? And dad had his own family from his last person, and they Brady Bunched it. And she's like, listen, my inheritance would be cut in half or significantly decreased by this woman's presence with the rest of her fucking coven, right? All y'all are taking it, and I don't want that, right? I'm wanting to cut off this this monetary juggling that's going on. So I do feel like Lizzie Borden might be. It feels a little personality disordered, if I'm being honest. It feels a little bit selfish and personality disordered. I'm not trying to be like a complete ass, because it could be completely wrong. Tarot is just as deep as what you make it. But, for right now, I ain't feeling you, homegirl. I ain't feeling you too hard. Not that I would be like, oh, great, murder, let's all do. No way. All right, I also want to understand about sister, right? So sister on the stand, Emma. She took the stand and she was like, no, it's okay that we burned the dress in the oven, or that Lizzie burned the dress in the oven. We're bringing in new clothes. We got to get rid of old clothes. I told her to do it. That was fine, right? Was she covering Or was that legitimately true? Was it legitimately true that while the cops are walking around fucking outside trying to investigate the crimes, that Lizzie's burning a dress? Was that legitimate or was that shady? So let's see. I want to know if Emma was telling the truth on the stand or if this was not factual. Was Emma telling the truth? Oh, a card of victory. Honestly, that's generally something what you would think about forthrightness, if I'm being honest. But, okay, let's see here. Whoa. No, we're not taking that many. We're so not doing that. There's so many repeat cards, y'all. Because here, the King of Wands in reverse came up, and on the flip side, that Knight of Swords again. You see what I mean? All these cards be wanting to fucking jump out that we've already seen. That's what I'm saying, man. Tarot's got some real to it, right? All right, tell me more about Emma, though. And what Emma said on the stand. I want to know more. Whoa, aw. Yeah, damn. Okay, let's just, and we'll take that one. Y'all, okay, so I got the Six of Wands upright. I've got the Six of Cups reversed, 2 sixes. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Swords upright. And honestly, these two cards, if I'm asking about like this whole dress thing, being honest, or, you know, like, or did she perjure herself on the stand? I had the assumption, this is where tarot kind of like can completely disagree with your presumptions, right? I thought totally bullshit, Emma's covering for Lizzie, for real. But this looks like, this is truth. This is the sword of truth, and both of these cards are about victory. So technically you can interpret it as in like she wanted victory for her sister. And so she's going to say and do whatever she can. This is, you know, this is past issues, family issues, right? Look at this. It looks like 2 girls. It looks like one sister helping out another sister. It looks like that. The old sister helping out the younger sister, and could be vice versa. But I'm pretty sure Emma was the older sister. I actually think she was. I do think that she was. I think Lizzie was the younger one. And here you've got the older sister, you know, handing off the cups to the younger one. You know what I mean? It came out in the reverse though. But in the reverse, there usually just means like there's like history there. It's past stuff. You're hung up on it, right? It's not like, oh, a gift and be free forth. Like it's like, no, this is something where it's like, okay, you know, like I'm holding your hand, you're holding mine, I'm gifting you something here, something that's going to lead you to a more victorious position by my assistance. You know, it feels like I have history with you. I'm kind of indebted to you. Like I'm here to help you out. But it does feel like that there's truth about this. This is a card of truth. It is also a card of clarity and a card of victory as well. But this Queen of Pentacles reverse is a bit of the monkey wrench in it. This is kind of like your been out of shape, stay at home mom energy. You know what I mean? And so when you're seeing something where it's like, you know, you've got 2 cards of like victory and potential honesty here on the bookends on either side. But in here, you've got almost like this indebtedness, you know, this indebtedness to somebody where, you know, it feels like, you know, I'm not gonna get money if I'm not doing this. You know, there does seem to be a bit of a like, I scratch your back if you scratch mine. Let's get one more. Let's get a card on this. Oh, fine. Ooh, Knight of Wands, but in the reverse. So that's another person that could be playing in with this. But this is kind of like a very non-committal energy, very hasty, very impetuous, very like the second that you show up is the second that you back out, you know? So there is some impetuousness here, some hastiness, some hasty decisions here. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, though, specifically the... Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. So... the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody that just doesn't want anything... And the Chariot, man, the Chariot is also the card of victory. You've got 3 cards of victory here. But this is like, you know, I don't feel like I can go anywhere, right? You know, it feels like Emma feels like, it seems here, without me stepping in, without me helping, without me trying to drive the trajectory of this would not be possible. happy home, happy emotional fulfillment. Look, we're all together. These are the 10s. This is the happily ever after duo right here. And it feels like if she wasn't there to drive that trajectory, then this would fall apart. So there is an element here of I owe you indebtedness, to pay service to our family, that I have to do this. I have to help you out. And it could have been something where she felt a bit non-committal about it. I don't know if she actually really wanted to be taking the stand. I don't know if she really wanted to put herself in the crosshairs. I think that she wasn't necessarily feeling good about that. So there could have been an element of being very uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, I don't see her as a shady, shisty person in this. I don't see her as we were asking, was she covering for her? Is she complicit? Was she like almost an accomplice in this? No, I see her as being clear, Here's the ace. Why bright lights? Why? This car just wants to stay washed out like hell. Y'all know what it looks like. But Emma's clean, y'all. Emma was doing her dress thing, right? She wasn't home. She had nothing to do with it. I don't think she was part of any kind of premeditated plan. I don't think so. I don't think she was. I think she was there to save her sister. I think she was there to say, I don't believe my sister could have done this. I genuinely think that she probably doesn't feel like her sister could have done this. She probably views her sister as innocent. So she's probably was taking the stand and telling the truth as she saw it. And to say, hey, we have burnt dresses before and it is normal. Whether she told her sister, yeah, burn the dress because it's got blood on it, and she's trying to cover up. I'm not seeing that here. I'm seeing that she was trying to be honest, but I do see that she was swooping in and nervous about this and not wanting to do this, but feeling like I have to, or else, my family will fall apart and, we'll never have happiness again. I have to do this. So anyway, honestly, that's the kind of sister you want to have. It's the kind of sister you want to have. So the way I want to kind of wrap this up, because I know I talked so long, right? It's 30 minutes now. 40 going on. Okay. The last thing I want to see is, in your own words, Lizzie. Now, it's not that I want to be a medium and talk straight to Lizzie, but, if say my guides, my higher self can, they can talk and relay the message. Right. Okay. But in her own words, what kind of message, what would she like to communicate, right? What would be her sign out kind of message to let people know that have any kind of curiosity about her and about her case? What kind of message would she have about her and about her case? Any kind of curiosity. What, if you were here today to speak for yourself? Oh, what would you say? Wow, the Knight of Cups came out first. Oh, and what else? What else? Oh, I'm so interested in this. Okay, so many repeats, man. We've already got... Wow, okay. We already had so many repeats. Okay, so we got the Knight of Cups upright, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the 8 of Cups upright. Now, because I'm assuming, I'm going to read this as if it was Lizzie Borden herself trying to speak for herself. So I'm not thinking that she would want to drag herself, because, if you're looking at this in terms of a drag, which is not the way that I think that it would necessarily go, this looks like deception and wanting to bounce, this looks like I had an offer, or I had emotional fulfillment, right? There's emotional fulfillment that was elsewhere, that is almost like I knew that it was being offered to me. This was a life that I could have that would make me feel way more fulfilled than what I had at my disposal. And if that meant that I had to be dishonest, do something dishonest to get the fuck out of there, that's just what I had to do, right? That's just what I had to do. Conversely, another narrative for this could be that she feels like I'm so sorry or apologetic. I want everyone to understand that I'm very apologetic and I'm very emotional or sorry about this situation that happened. But people lied on me. They weren't seeing the authentic me. This was like a smear campaign where they didn't see me the way that I truly am. And so as painful as that is, I had to turn my back to that situation. And after I was acquitted in court, I had to just leave all that behind me and try to go cultivate my own best life. It's like I had a lot that was going for me, and my name was mud after the trial, even though I was acquitted. And it's like I have to turn my back on my old life and kind of like create my new life with the big house, the car, and the chauffeur bumping titties with the elites, so I feel like it could go either way, where and it could be both, honestly, where she feels like people were spinning her name and made it mud, and she doesn't really respect that necessarily, but I do think that she felt like there were bigger, better opportunities for her elsewhere, that she had offers to take her life in a different direction than what her family system was going to allow her to have. And she had to do what she had to do to get out of there. So give me another one on the Ace of Swords in reverse. Damn. I said one. But yeah. Okay, again. Whoa. Again, we have these two cards that are repeating. So it's like I had, in order for me to feel like I could have any kind of victory in my life at all and come out on my high horse at all, because again, I feel like smear campaign, my name is mud, I'm living in this small provincial life. If I'm wanting to live my best life where my name is intact, I can't be doing the Walking Dead here. I want to live. I don't want to be stuck here and be like, dead man walking. I want a new lease on life. I want to live. And this, again, it feels like, I'm stifled, right? I'm so full of fucking life, vivaciousness, vibrant and everything, living my best life. And I can't be that in that situation. I can't be that. And this also does, again, feel like being under the control of, a woman that you don't get along with. And as much as she's got a lot of beef with her dad, I think that the stepmom also caused her some grief. What's more on the Knight of Cups too while we're looking? Let's just go ahead and see a little bit more on the, whoa. Okay, the Empress came out. Whoa, shit. Which makes sense. What was this offer? To live her best life? Yeah, to live her best life. This is a life full of beauty, materialism, wealth, right? Like, this is the quintessential goddess, right? She has it all. She's got the fancy things, the bling bling, she is fully abundant. And, nobody tells her what to do. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Like, she is getting an offer to live this life. She knew that she had the ability to live that life, and that's what she wanted. She wanted to live this life. And I don't feel like she could be her authentic self and be riding on the horse when she's stuck with this Queen of Wands energy. And who's the Queen of Wands reverse? Let me just see. Who is that? More information on that. Because that is your vibrance, but I do want to see if there's anything else with that. And if I don't, okay. Yep, again, I can't do this anymore. I have been knocked down, dragged out too many times, and I'm like already like even fucking paranoid about it, right? I can't do this anymore. That's what it is, man. We already got this card out exactly in that position for her. We already did. It's coming out again. It's twice. So then at the very end, walking away from what? Walking away from what, Lizzie? What were you having to Oh my gosh! Walking away from death? Okay, so you can take it literal. Walking away from the death of my family members. So literally leaving that fucking situation behind, like, let me get away from this. So perhaps do the dirty and bounce, right? So that could be a fucking murder card right there. Could be. But it doesn't have to be that explicitly. It could just be like, new me. I'm leaving all this old shit, this entrapment where I can't be authentically me. I want to be her. So if I'm going to reform my life and reclaim this as who I am and what I can be in this world, I gotta ask my parents and bounce, right? I do, God, I can't help but, you know, I'm not trying to speak ill, but it does look like she was trying to really put distance between her and the death and move forward, but she's trying to completely have a new slate, clean slate to start out. What else with this Eight of Cups? Yep, all the conflict. All that conflict in the home environment. I mean, that's clear as day. Everybody's telling you who you have to be and how you have to do it. Victorian times. And she's like, no, I'm done with that. The fighting needs to stop. The rules and the parameters need to stop. You know, I need to reclaim my life. Ooh, in a nasty way to think it. Look, they're beating each other, right? Something with a stick. A hatchet. A hatchet is just a stick with the fucking metal end on it. Bash, right? That's so bad. That's so bad. I know I shouldn't have even said that. But again, it looks like more bludgeoning. Oh my God! And this one, soft head bird. But in her case, it's not even funny about soft head bird. Look, who is this? This is like the minor arcana version of this, right? I'm wanting to be completely me and my pinnacles and all my flossy, Sasha Fierce. Hey, girl, hey, I'm on top. That's what she wanted, man. That's what she wanted. And it looks like, it literally does look like killing her parents by blunt force trauma so she can live her best life. Honestly, shit. I'm not trying to speak ill of her, you know, because whatevs. But she didn't want to be contained. She didn't want to be small. This has a lot to do with money and freedom. And I think that there could also potentially be an abuse element to it. But I'm not even going to say that the abuse is the loudest one. Because the abuses looks like that was childhood. The abuses happened in childhood. I don't think it continued into adulthood. I don't. But that doesn't mean that the scars don't remain your entire life. That certainly impacts you your entire life. I'm not trying to dismiss or minimize that. Everybody ought to know me well enough to know that shit. But it does look like, it looks like that money and freedom are very loud in this. Very loud. So, Square Med is here. She is telling us that this is a good time for me to shut the hell up. So it is. So it is. All right, so I'm going to leave y'all with this. Thank y'all for hanging out, checking out B's video, checking out my video. And if y'all like this kind of series, we can do more of this. So, hey. All right, thank y'all for hanging out. Oh, God, please don't scratch me in the side boob. God, bless it. All right. Trying to multitask here. Love the dog and tell y'all goodbye all at the same time. But yeah, thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye.